Yeah, I'm a pretty big Godzilla fan, which is why, since you've read the title, we're going to be reviewing the 2019 Godzilla King of the Monsters toys. Yeah, let's get started. Now, it's not like edited because I have no storage on my tablet, and why I'm not using a camera, I don't know why. Reasons I forgot, but anyways, if anybody who watches my videos also likes Godzilla, well, yay! But chances are, if you do, or if you are a fan of Godzilla, you've probably seen the new movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters. It's been like so hyped, and now it was a good movie. I liked it. It's one of my top 3 favorite movies now. So I got the sets with Godzilla, Ghidorah, Mothera, Rodan. I got Godzilla in his normal form. I got Ghidorah. I got Mothera and like Godzilla in his in the part. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, I am gonna spoil it. Anyways, so I think my mom just got home from work, but yeah, Dr. Serizawa does the nuclear bomb, and then Godzilla gets all radioactive, and then he gets the ashes from Mothra when she dies, and then he gets that supercharged form. But with all that introductions out of the way, those introductions, here is the first one that I got, which, okay. Yeah, Ghidorah is huge. That's my dog, Noah. Okay, guys, so you probably can't see all these dudes, which is why I'm gonna get my phone. There we go. Now I got some more lighting. Oh yeah, you might be wondering where these buildings are from. They're not actually from these sets. They're from the 2014 Godzilla Pack of Destruction sets. And oh hey Mom, I'm filming a YouTube video. So let's start off with Godzilla. So Godzilla, his dorsal fins are more like the Showa Godzilla series' dorsal fins, because in the 2014 film they were much more like spiky, and he is bigger. But when you compare here, let me get my 2014 Godzilla action figure from my Pack of Destruction set. He's kind of missing an arm, but if you really 2019 one, 2014 one. The 2014 one is taller for some reason, even though the 2019 is supposed to be taller. I don't get that. Whatever. And also, if you really look at them side by side, Godzilla's tail, the 2019 tail, is much longer. And if you look, this guy has like a 6-pack, and this guy is like kind of a much muscular buildup. And you can really see all the detail in the tail. It's kind of better than the 2019 one's detail in the tail is kind of better than the 2014 one, because this really adds in the spikiness kind of parts to it, but the 2014 one is kind of just like soft little bumps. But you got his hands are nicely sculpted. The feet are less stubby and less like an elephant, which is something that this dude had a problem with. Anyways, let's compare him to the buildings. He's kind of short, but in the film he's much shorter than Ghidorah. If I'm correct, Godzilla's like 390 something feet tall.
Yeah, I think the facts you should have written down before you start a video about him.
Okay. And Ghidorah's like 521 feet tall. But now that we've got Godzilla out of the way, let's get the main villain of the movie. King Ghidorah, or should I say just Ghidorah? That's pretty much what they call him. He's got his 3 heads, and really, this head. Okay, I know, like in the movie, it's his. Yeah, it's his left head that comes off. Now this is the left head. It's just that the way my camera's doing it, it's making it look like this is the right head, but this is the left head. And I think the reason why they made it to where it falls off like this is because in the movie, Godzilla like bites off his head. And yeah, and Ghidorah's wings are okay.
Oh, I
They're,
thought they were cheeky.
they're huge. Compared them to Godzilla, they are huge. Now, there is another separate Ghidorah toy, and the wings kind of fold like right here. But I'll get that one because that one's much taller and it's more like how the film actually is. But let's compare them. Really, the Ghidorah toy should be much taller. Okay, you kind of can't see anything because of the wings, but okay, there you go. Really, Ghidorah should be like up here. But you'd need the 6-inch toy to do that. And for some reason, with this toy, the other one, and even the SH Monster Arts Nekashima King Ghidorah 2019 SH Monster Arts figure, all of them, with the wings are like heavy on them. So if you just let the tails go, see, I'm holding on to the tails. If you let them go, the wings are so heavy. The wings are so heavy, it just falls down. Now, on to articulation. Godzilla can articulate both arms. He can do a full 360-degree spin, which kind of give it some force, and it kind of pops out. His legs can do 360-degree. No. They can just kind of go up and down. They can swivel left and right just a touch. And his tail really articulates. Does a full 360 degrees spin, and the other part of the tail can also spin, and you can also take them all off. You can take it apart. And the head does a full 360-degree spin. And yeah, and with Ghidorah, what I like about this one is, like, for example, with the King Ghidorah egg from like the Godzilla egg toy line, his 2 tails were connected, but with this one, his tails are completely separated. His feet can move, and this head that keeps popping off can do a full 360-degree spin, but it's kind of hard to do that because it keeps popping off. And the wings can go up, and they can go pretty much just up and halfway down. And the heads, you can move them, and that's pretty much it for articulation and pretty much sculpting for these dudes. Now, with these dudes out of the way, let's get on to, I'm going to do Rodan. So Rodan, as we all know, he comes out of the volcano, and his wings move kind of like the other Ghidorah toy that I mentioned earlier. Instead of moving at the base, they move at like the middle of the wings. And his wings can go completely up like that, but you kind of got to give it a little bit of force. And they can also go down and kind of touch like this. But yeah, it's kind of risky of bending the wings. I've actually bent the wings before, and I had to like put some hot water on it. And you've guys' little hands up here. I'm not sure if you can see it. There you go. Okay, I keep knocking up. There you go. Okay, whatever. So, his head can do a full 360-degree spin. See, you probably can't really see it correctly, but he can do a 360-degree spin. His feet can go up and down, both of them. And that's pretty much it for articulation, but what I like about this guy is, I'm not gonna show it yet. I'm not gonna show it in this video, but if you put them underwater, all of them, they'll get like their colors will be much brighter, And if you shine like a light through it, like you know how in the movie Rodan had lava coming off of his wings? Well, okay, I'm gonna take off the light. This is my phone, that's why it's lit up. But look like right here. If you put it like this, it actually kind of looks like how it did in the movie when it was burning. So it's kind of a neat touch. It's kind of translucent, and overall the design and sculpt is really pretty good for a cheap little $10 toy. And that's pretty much it for Rodan. Now on to the Queen of the Monsters herself. You got Mothera with Godzilla's eyes on both wings. The wings are pretty good sculpted, pretty nicely sculpted, I mean. The wings can go up, down, but you kind of, when you move the wings, every time you do, you kind of... Sorry, my stepdad's just talking to my mom. Each time you move the wings... Okay. Each time you move the wings, it's kind of a risk of breaking the ball joints right here, but the wings can come off. See, kind of gonna give it some force, but see, they're kind of like bent right here. But it's kind of a little bit of a challenge to put them back in, because I don't want to break it, and. I gotta pop it back into the socket. It's like a tongue twister. Pop it back into the socket. Whatever, rhymes. Her little mantis claws are like thin, so you can move them around, bend them. And she's got her little feet that can also move. It's kind of sucks that you can't like have a stinger, and yeah, but you can set her down, and she can kind of stand, but yeah, that's pretty much it for Mothera. But now on to the other Godzillas. Now Dr. Serizawa, after they use the oxygen destroyer, they find Godzilla, and then they detonate a nuclear bomb, or at least Dr. Serizawa does, and he kills himself or sacrifices himself. And it's a cool nod to the very first Godzilla movie. But then you got super radioactive charged Godzilla. I don't yet know the name of this form of Godzilla, but it's like he went Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan. But as you can see, his dorsal fins, dorsal spines, whatever you want to call them, they're blue, just like if he was charging up his atomic breath. And you could also use this toy as if like you had this dude fighting King Ghidorah, and then he lifts up his tail and the lights goes, and then he charges up its atomic breath and then shoots it out. I actually use like a blue lightsaber sometimes when I'm playing with them and I set it on this dude's mouth, and since the lightsaber is blue and it lights up, it looks like he's actually shooting atomic breath. But I really wish like they would do all the little spikes here from the tip of the tail all the way to up here on his head, all blue. But also I forgot to mention, if you look over here, his eyes are yellow. But on this one, they did a nice little detail. His eyes are actually blue. Here, you probably can't see it. Yeah, there you go. I think you can see it now. I dropped my phone. But that's pretty much it for this dude. Now on to when he absorbs Mothera's ashes, and it becomes like fire Godzilla, burning Godzilla-ish kind of thing. This time they're orange because he's burning, and if you look right here,
tomorrow morning
they're like this. They look all burning and nice and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. So if you like the video, comment, tell me, and everything. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, moo.